Where the hell is my bandsaw? Where is the bandsaw? That is... Oh. There it is. Not the greatest. Not entirely certain what happened there, but let's hope it holds. Alright, so I screwed this one up. Tell me what's wrong. I am off. And it's not just I'm off center, I'm off angle. So we're gonna put one in and kind of hope that's enough. Yes, it's being held on by a wing nut, alright? Because I'm a wing nut. Alright, let's just get that tightened up there. Now I'm hoping... Oh, that's not moving at all. Holy crap. I think the friction down here should be enough. Because this sucker... Like, I slid this in and then banged it to get it down far enough that I could even get the top one in here. So I feel this is reasonably secure, if somewhat off-center. So, the saw scythe, in all of its goofy glory. I gotta angle this farther forward now that I'm looking at it. Oh well, mistakes were made. This is Mark 1. Let's go test it out. Hello everybody. As you have seen, I have constructed yet another weapon that Shad and the boys have made. This one is Shad's, specifically. I am improving his saw scythe. I'm gonna go with a saw scythe. Saw blade scythe? Toothed scythe? Yeah, you guys come up with whatever name you want in the comments. So, obvious changes. I have a round handle. I can't find a handle that's flat, that's longer. I don't know, we don't seem to sell brush axe handles around here, which is slightly irritating. So this is going to be a big deal with this one. This one doesn't kind of naturally do much of anything, it just sort of sits. So, this does not have enough weight to drag it one way or the other, to even drag it backwards. So that's going to suck. However, that is another point, though. This is incredibly light. And if you're curious, this is literally just a pruning saw. I bought a folding pruning saw, and I just took it apart, because it was literally held together with a single wing nut. And then I just put it on this one. I wrapped some duct tape around the bottom of this to make sure, because I was a little paranoid that it'll start slipping. It's really tight. Like, this sucker does not want to move. As for blade strength, she flexes, but not an unreasonable amount. And as you can see, well, hopefully you can see here, she is not mounted straight. Better angle. Yeah, she's not mounted straight. There is an angle to this. So it winds up kind of when you're sitting like this, it dips down slightly. Kind of sits like that. Which isn't the worst thing in the world. I mean, sitting straight would be better, but it's not like it's going to really screw up my ability to hit. And this was meant to be cheap and easy to make. Okay, and it was definitely cheap and easy to make. I mean, the blade wasn't cheap. The thing cost me like $20, but the stick was like $5, and the wing nut and bolt were like $2. And then it took me 5 minutes of effort. Again, drill press is an astonishing piece of equipment, especially when you're just eyeballing crap. I need to figure out what the heck I'm doing with that belt saw, but whatever. Or bandsaw. I remember what words are. So, I have a couple of bottles. We're going to test to see how well this cuts. See if I am as successful as Shad was with his much beefier saw. And give you my thoughts after I'm done with that. And let's hope I didn't royally screw this up by not having it mounted correctly. Well, it worked. And I hit the pole on the follow-through, so I'm going to have to move the barrel, but if you are curious, just took her clean off the top. I mean, it's not, well, I shouldn't say clean. As you can see, it's pretty shredded. This is surprisingly flat, though. But this whole sucker is just shredded. But let's see if we can see how well she bites when there's a little less weight on it. I'm going to angle myself a little more so I don't hit this pole. Okay, so some thoughts real quick. When I swung it, I felt it twist in my hand real quick. So I don't know if that's the teeth not biting, or if that was me having a wimpy grip on it, or not having edge alignment right, because I have a feeling edge alignment is very important for this. Didn't really do a whole lot here. You can see there's some little bit right there, but not a whole lot. I'm gonna move this real quick, get ourselves set back up away from the pole, and look at some more targets. All right, back up. There we go, that's better. All right, that's interesting. As you can see, I kind of ripped it up. That's strange. So I hit, and clearly it started moving as I hit, and I kind of just ripped off the top here. That is a very strange reaction. That is not what I was expecting at all. Let me get one more. All right, last bottle I got. I'm going to try to swing a little lower here. I seem to be hitting up top a lot. I want to hit a little lower and see if that changes how this interacts with everything. Okay, I can't hit low apparently. When I re-swing, I apparently always aim high. Probably because I'm paranoid about hitting the barrel or something. But this is the cleanest hit out of all of them. I mean, this just shredded that top part. Let me go collect the bits and let us converse. Alright, so here we've got our tops, and these went pretty far actually. I mean, they went solid 15 feet after I lobbed them off. So, this one is the most shredded, understandably so. Milk trucks tend to do that when they get hit through this. This just ripped it apart. I am surprised at how good of a job this thing did. It just absolutely shredding its way through this. Now I want to get more stuff, and I was planning on testing with some pool noodles, but according to Walmart, summer is over at the end of July, so they stopped selling pool noodles. So I have to go find pool noodles somewhere, despite the fact there's an entire month of frickin' summer left. Thanks, Walmart. This one has the smallest bit cut off. I don't know why I swing the way I do with pole arms. I apparently go high. I'm certain you more keen-eyed viewers could point out to me why I do that. I probably choke up when I swing. Baseballing. Probably golf it a bit. This one's the weird one to me, because this one must have been sent flying when I hit, and this has the cleanest cut out of everything. It's almost like I cut it, tore it up, and then just ripped it all off from the rest of it. There you go. You can see it right there. This is like stretched and torn. It's a very strange effect that I haven't really seen on plastic targets, so I'm curious as to that. I was also more curious what this would do to other targets. Now, I do want to slightly highlight the blade itself, and I should probably just stay up here for that, but if I get the can, there we go. So you can see the teeth arrangement on this. It's every other tooth is pointing in the same direction. So the teeth point on opposite sides of the saw here, meaning that at no point do you not have a blade at it. Which is kind of weird, but it does seem to work. But I'd be very curious to alternate targets and alternate things you would hit with this. So, plastic jugs it seems to go through reasonably fine. I mean, I'm sending them hurtling through the air. I am not shocked by this. This is not a sword. This is brutal and nasty. What I would like to do is I'm probably going to go see if I can find some melons or something, a softer target, a meatier target, and I'm going to retest this and the saw axe, and I'm probably going to get a sword just for comparison purposes for all of these, and then I'll just do a whole video of just me cutting a soft target with all of these just to see the effects they all have. Because this definitely needs more testing. This is interesting to me, as is the saw axe. And I want to like wrap stuff in cheap sweatshirts and whatnot and see how well they cut going through cloth and whatnot. I have ideas is what I'm saying, and we're going to find out. Now there's also a surprise coming in the video after this one, should the weather hold out, and I think it will. And should my little surprise be done cooking by then, and it should, and I hope it all works out. I don't want to tell you what it is, but it has been requested for a while, and it is related to something Shad did. It's kind of what got me off my rear end to get back to doing this. So, if you can all guess, be excited, because I am. And that'll be the next video. So that's kind of the end for this. I like it. I think this is really good. I was shocked Shad's cut as well as it did. But it's a thin, again, it's a thing I said for the saw axe. It's a thin blade of metal moving at a high velocity. It's going to do a fair amount of damage no matter what you do. This, with the nicer blade shape, just feels better. I guarantee you if I had a better handle, this would work better, but I have a perfectly round handle, which is not great. I could probably fix this with a whole lot of duct tape and another stick or something to give it a more oblong shape. But you see, we work with what we have, as that is the motto of the apocalypse. Which is why I'm dealing with a slightly off-center blade, but hey, you know, it held, and that's kind of all I asked it to do. So, hope you all enjoyed the video. Remember to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment below.